What's poppin', Tiger Nation? My name is Betty Sue.
And my name is Chastity. Let's get started.
This month is Hispanic Heritage Month.
The World Language Club has prepared us a poem in honor of this month.
Oh, ilustres generaciones latinas, tus hijos te saludan reverentemente por tan apreciada herencia que dejas a las nuevas generaciones, para unir con fraternidad a todo el universo con ese eco de las antaras y la cultura que nos une, nos guía y que es parte de esa herencia que nos define, nos enorgullece y nos engalardonea. Y en los días que faltan por venir, así como carruajes de fuego, esta herencia permanecerá única y brillante. Y al final de los tiempos, aquellos que permanezcan coherentes de dicha herencia, la esperanza, irán al paraíso, así como Elías, en carruajes de fuego, en la tierra del fuego, el fin del mundo. Gracias.
Chastity, did you go to see you at the poll?
No, I actually didn't go.
It's okay because I didn't go either, but luckily we have a video highlighting what happened.
Betty, who is your favorite music artist?
Well, I'd have to say my favorite artists are Joji and Rich Brian from 88 Rising.
That's so crazy because we're right about to mention the 88 Rising crew in Pop Culture Corner. Let's head over there right now.
If you're looking for a movie to watch this weekend, Stephen King's It Chapter 2 is still in theaters.
Won't you come in? It's the least I can do. My father joined the circus.
Grossing almost $400 million worldwide, the story follows the Losers Club almost 3 decades after the events of the first chapter.
Hello.
Next week, on October 3rd, Todd Phillips' The Joker will be released.
Does it help to have someone to talk to?
Starring Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck, an origin story of the iconic villain, never before seen on the big screen. Upcoming in Dallas, following her release of the album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?, Billie Eilish is coming to the American Airlines Center next week on October 8th for the singer's When We All Fall Asleep World Tour. New music releasing today is Kanye West's 9th studio album, Jesus is King, that will feature artists like Ty Dolla $ign and Ann Clemens. Also, coming out October 11th, record label AA Rising will be releasing a secondary compilation album, Head in the Clouds 2, featuring their very own artists, Nicki,
Is a real model.
What are you doing here?
Rich Brian, and as executive producer, Joji.
Just hear my voice in you.
In Dallas, our very own Arboretum is having its 14th annual Fall Festival from September 23rd to October 31st, presented by Rogers O'Brien, the nationally acclaimed pumpkin houses featuring over 90,000 pumpkins. The Dallas Arboretum was named one of the best pumpkin festivals to visit this fall by the Martha Stewart Living magazine.
Now let's see what's good in ISBN with Angel and Alex.
How y'all doing, Tigers? I'm Angel.
And I'm Alex. Let's get started. The volleyball girls had a game against Nimitz last Friday. In case you missed it, here are some highlights from the game.
The volleyball girls have a game today at Marcus at 6:30 p.m.
The cross-country team headed to the Birdville Flying Hawk today for an invitational run. We'll have the results from that meet next week, so stay tuned.
The football team starts their district play tonight at Marcus at 7 p.m. Go out and support the boys and give them the support to bring back a W. That's all for ISPN Tiger Nation. Now back to Chastity and Betty.
KRV would like to introduce a new segment where we spotlight a new teacher each week, as we're way to get to know them. And welcome to this IHS.
KRV's new teacher of the week is Miss D'Amato.
My name is Mrs. D'Amato, and I am currently a business teacher here at Irving High School. I have a couple of sections of BIM, and a couple of sections of business management and one business law. This is not my first job. I've been teaching for about 10 years up in Connecticut. Prior to that, I was actually in companies like Pepsi working as like a computer programmer. So I took a few years off with my kids and then decided I enjoyed subbing and I wanted to pursue becoming a teacher. So I am a teacher of technology. So far my school year is going great. It's been a little crazy in the hallways because I'm still getting lost everywhere, but everyone's been very sweet and helpful and just very kind. And I enjoy what I do. It's been very, very busy, which I love. I hate being bored. So it's definitely been a great year so far. So Irving High has been fantastic. Everyone's been very friendly, like I said. Got a couple of nice t-shirts to wear at the games and things. Just everyone's been very, very helpful and made me feel like part of the team versus being very isolated, which would have been easy to make me feel very isolated. I'm new to Texas and new to this particular school, so it was nice to be welcomed. My favorite part about being a teacher, especially a technology teacher, is that I'm constantly learning right along with my students. I mean, I know the basics, but software is always changing, so it's interesting to learn new aspects of software with my students as well. I love giving them an introduction to programming, computer programming as well. Kids really enjoy that. I enjoy it as well. So, and I just love being exposed to different questions, different learning styles. It's just exciting for me.
Hey, Betty, are you reading any books right now?
Right now I'm reading The Kite Runner for Miss Carlson's class. I totally recommend it.
Well, thank you, Betty. Let's check out some more book reviews from our teachers in IHS.
Mrs. Holden, and right now I have been listening to and reading The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz.
I recommend The Radium Girls by Kate Moore. It is a fascinating book based on a true story.
I recommend this book to students because you may see a lot of yourself in the writing. The story is about a family who has been basically cursed because they came from the Dominican Republic when the Dominican was under the rule of Trujillo, the dictator that was in charge for several years. They escaped Trujillo's reign, and it has caused a fuku to be present on their family, meaning a curse. The only thing that can stop fuku from spreading is a zafa, so something that would spread basically an anti-superstition into the world.
It's, like I said, based on a true story. It's about the Radium Girls. They used radium to play in the dark numbers on little watches. They actually stick the paintbrush into the radium and paint on the dials, and to get the tip of paintbrush nice and narrow, they would actually put it in their mouths, so they were actually ingesting radium. And at the time, you know, they had a glow, they'd paint radium on the skin. People were ingesting it. They had no idea what was going on.
Oscar, according to the title, is gonna have a brief and wondrous life. We meet him through the eyes of his college roommate, but we also get stories about his mother's past in the Dominican, and we get stories about his sister's past dealing with her own personal struggles as a young woman growing up in New York. So Oscar is not your typical Dominican man. He is a dork. He likes Dungeons and Dragons and comic books, and he quotes Thanos, and he drops quotes from Don Quixote when he needs to. He likes playing Mortal Kombat and writing and locking himself away in his room. So he is not your typical Dominican man, but he wants to find love, and every step of the way something horrible happens. And we know at the end of this book it's gonna end in death, but it's taking the kids along for the ride and seeing yourself in this novel. There's a lot of cursing in this novel, but you know, the students kind of talk the same way. And so I think that you might be surprised at how much culture is reflected in these pages and how beautiful this story is.
Oh, I love the book. I mean, it was just a piece of history. It brought it to life. The author was really good. She went into a lot of detail. She contacted families. Of course, back then they wrote letters to each other, and she read the letters, and she did an amazing job of reporting what happened.
The reason I love it so much is because of the magical realism element to this novel. There's a lot of magic that you can't quite explain. I mean, we're talking about curses and trying to break curses, where you're going to be talking about a lot of magic. And so it's magic, I think, that sticks with us the longest. We remember our fairy tales, we remember our Disney movies, but you might not always read fiction that requires a little bit of imagination, and this one does, so I highly recommend it to the kids. Yeah.
So what's this group picture I've been seeing all over my Twitter?
Oh, it's just a senior and a couple of his friends having fun. But thanks for asking, because I figured a lot of people would be confused why they do that every single day.
Let's check out the video for it.
Hi everybody, I'm Kenneth. I was the first one to originally come up with the idea. It was supposed to be Sergio and Marcus standing in front of the destruction site, and I just told them to take a picture for fun. I never expected the pictures to become such a popular thing, because they were just for fun, until people started joining and it became big. I thought it was pretty cool that people decided to join, because it was for fun, you know? So it was pretty cool seeing other people join.
What's popping? My name's Sergio Q, and I'm a junior. Honestly, I did kind of expect them to be big, because I knew Marcus was gonna be tweeting them from the start, and this type of stuff usually gets big on Twitter. I do plan on attending these for the rest of the school year, because I got nothing better else to do. I thought it was really cool when people started joining, because I was hoping that we could probably get the entire school to join at one point.
I'm Juan. What made me want to join the group picture was, since I have fourth period with Marcus and Kenneth, I just follow them around and didn't really pay attention to it until it got blown up. Actually, I plan on being in the pictures year round, because I know everybody in there, they're on band. I do plan on staying in the photos till they end, because everybody in this band, and I know them all.
Well, that's all for season 16, episode 23.
Have a great day, Tiger Nation.